Nick from Southport Auto Recycles. Back again with a quick update. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a bust. The last 2 weeks here in Queensland, we've had torrential rain. There's been flooding out west, spot flooding on the Gold Coast, and it's held us up. Unfortunately, we're one of the lucky ones that have managed to dodge a lot of the rain. However, the builders didn't get the retaining wall finished, but we did get the plumbing and drainage signed off on by council. We had 4 inspections. Every time they came out, there was flooding in the holes. The water was full, they couldn't see the pipes. Friday late last week, we finally got it signed off on, so now we can move on with the project. The builders will be back tomorrow. Still focused on getting it completed by late January. I was asked, why did it take 15 months to build a building? It didn't. The 15 months was with the council approvals and the EPA. With the wrecking yard, there's many requirements to meet. Unfortunately for us, one of them was the plumbing and drainage. The site had no drainage, no plumbing. We had to install it all. So we put in the manholes, we put in the overflows, and just to my left, there'll be a filtration system to stop pollutants getting into the stormwater system. On my right, we had to complete a 70-metre retaining wall. It doesn't look like it, but it's over 3 metres tall. That'll allow us to level the block back, concrete through, and rack our cars 3 high. So as you can see behind me, the height difference. That's what we had to try and level to put our racks in to store our stock. The retaining wall over my shoulder is where the problem started. This is where our sewer ended up. Council told us it's on the other side of the fence, simply connect the pipe up and you're good to go. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. It was 100 metres further down the street. Our plumbers worked with council for 2 to 3 weeks to rectify the problem. That's been solved, and we moved on to the retaining wall. So we had a couple of customers ask, is the factory tilt slab? No, it's not. As you can see behind me, it's tin, for a number of reasons. One being price. 2, we're the end user, so we're not looking to maximise our return on rental or our return on investment. And the third thing was purpose. The purpose for us is to store parts. We want to do it the cheapest way possible, the simplest way possible. That led us to the tin shed. As you can see, it's 7 metres to the gutter. That allows us 2 full heights. We saw last week the mezzanine floor. The underside of the mezzanine is 3 metres. So we can put a 2.7 metre rack underneath and a 2.7 metre rack on top, maximising our storage space. So with the EPA approval and council, you'll see multiple pipes like this around the yard. What they are is pickup points. They'll pick up any water coming from the yard, from the roof, wherever it comes from, and they'll filter it through the filtration system in the back corner before it gets pumped out into the stormwater overflow, into the waterways, making sure the water's 100% clean before it leaves the block. I've had a few people ask, is this the right way to hire a shed? If you're local to the Gold Coast, yes it is. Basically, we purchased the shed, did very little modification to it. We did brick up the windows purely for the purpose of security. We soon worked out that it was going to be too small for storing all our product, and that's when we added the new shed. It's simply butted hard up against the front of it. We took out the roller door. That allows our forklift to go in the back door, down the centre of the warehouse, and out the front. Very simple, very basic, but it works for us. So to the new shed, we've also added multiple access points. A couple of glass doors, a couple of small access doors. Let's go and take a look inside and see what's been going on. So inside the warehouse this week, not a lot has happened. 2 reasons. 1, the rain, and 2, we still don't have power. People ask, how do you know where things are? Is it like moving house? Simply put, yes it is. We know where things go because we run a computerised inventory. The program's called Pinnacle. I'll do a video on that a bit later on to explain how we know what parts fit what, where everything fits in the warehouse, but in short, everything has one of these white tags on it. If it's in the box, it's barcoded, it's scanned, we know exactly where it is. So therefore we know if it's in Bailey Crescent, our old address, or at our new address here in Dakara Drive, Southport. So with any construction project, it's the small things that create the big delays. Unfortunately, with the rain last week, Energex couldn't come back and shift the power cable. We still have no power inside the building. Hopefully that'll be rectified this week. The hold-up that is created is with the builders finishing the retaining wall. There's a retaining wall running through to my left and a driveway through here to the far roller door you can see on the left-hand side. Hopefully that's all rectified this week and we can move ahead, ready for our opening, January 2022. 18 Dakara Drive, Southport, that's our new home.